The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. But the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Miami defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is, when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career, and you realize it's not just about the numbers, it's about the accomplishments, it's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go out and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tua on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Miami set to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet? So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the 2nd half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Dancing to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. And again, it's Tagovailoa being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Tua on 4th down. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Play action. Now it's Tua.